Let's learn how to write a remainder as a fraction. So first we have 10 divided by 3. That's 3 remainder 1, because 3 times 3 is 9, and then we need one more to get to 10. But we can write that as a fraction. So that's 3 because we have 3 wholes. Then the remainder 1 is written as the numerator, and the denominator is 3 because that's the number that we're dividing by. That's the divisor. So our answer is 3 1/3. Notice it's not 3 remainder 1/3. It's 3 remainder 1, but if we're writing the remainder as a fraction, we just write 3 1/3. We just write the whole number and the fraction without writing remainder. So what is 10 divided by 4? Well, that's 2 remainder 2, because 2 times 4 is 8, and then from 8 we need 2 more to get to 10. But again, we can write the remainder as a fraction. We have 2 because we have 2 wholes, then we have 2 as the numerator because we always write the remainder as the numerator, and then the denominator is the divisor. So that's 4 because we're dividing by 4. So our answer is 2 2/4. Now we have 709 divided by 5. So here we're going to need to use short division. 7 divided by 5 is 1 remainder 2, because 1 times 5 is 5, then we need 2 more to get to 7. 20 divided by 5 is exactly 4 with no remainder. But 9 divided by 5 is 1 remainder 4, because 1 times 5 is 5, but then we need 4 more to get to 9. So we can write 141 as our whole number, 4, so the remainder 4, as our numerator, and then the denominator is 5 because that's our divisor. That's the number we're dividing by. Now 709 divided by 6. So we can write it out as a short division. 7 divided by 6 is 1 remainder 1, because 1 times 6 is 6, then we need 1 more to get to 7. 10 divided by 6 is 1 remainder 4, because 1 times 6 is 6, then we need 4 more to get to 10. And 49 divided by 6 is 8 remainder 1, because 8 times 6 is 48, then we need 1 more to get to 49. But again, we can write our remainder as a fraction. 118 is our whole number, then 1 is our numerator because that's the remainder, and then 6 is our denominator because that's the number that we were dividing by. So our answer is 118 1/6. Now let's think back to this first question. We had 10 divided by 3. So we can think of this as sharing 10 blocks between 3 circles. We know that we can share out 9 of those blocks, but then we have 1 remainder. So 10 divided by 3 is 3 because we have 3 blocks in each of our circles, remainder 1 because there's 1 block that we haven't been able to share out. And you might have been taught that we can't share it out because we can't have unequal groups when we're dividing. But what we can do is turn this 1 whole block into thirds, and we can see that 1 whole is the same as 3/3. But now that we've changed 1 whole into thirds, we can share out those thirds. So we have 3 wholes and 1/3 of a block in each group. So that's why our answer is 3 1/3. And let's look at the second question, 10 divided by 4. Well, we can share out 8 blocks between 4 groups to get 2 blocks in each group. So 10 divided by 4 is 2 remainder 2, because there are 2 blocks in each group, but then there are 2 blocks that we haven't been able to share out. But this time, what we can do is split each of our blocks into quarters. And the reason we're splitting them into quarters, not into thirds like we did in the last question, is because we're dividing by 4. So we split each block into 4 quarters, which can be shared out, and then we can split this block into quarters as well and share those out. So now we have 2 wholes and 2 quarters in each of our groups, and that's why our answer is 2 and 2 quarters. Now you might notice that 2 quarters is the same as 1/2, so we could push these blocks together to make 2 and 1/2.